Cloud9 have open access towards it, but again, that horn is revealing quite a lot. The trades need to be impeccable here. Leviatán getting ahead of themselves. It's Cloud9 in control completely for this pistol round. King left to see if he can pull off a miracle. King is delivering one. King cannot be stopped. And that pistol round win rate is going to keep on stacking high, leaving net into this 1v2, but from on high. Get out of jail card. Still, his players skipping all over the place here, trying to take the fight active towards him as well. That trade is inside Vic. ISOs it. Lovely movement with the hop up. Not quite punished for it.
Giannis has got to do a little bit better than that when the kills are offered to him that easy. C9 get themselves into a really nice position.
Going to be clearing him off to the side as a paranoia. Going to swing through. The satchels are lovely, but still satchel cannot be removed, cannot be denied. That space claimed and cleaned up in the end by King.
That's incredible spray control.
Important fight to be taking on A right now. It all comes down to this one. Vic not quite aware of it, and suddenly that's it. A round totaled. The net slowly being pressed upon. Squeeze from the side, reveals his hand, reveals his position. But no real chance. Not anymore. There it is, pressure applied now. Oxy's forwards! Snappy! Just straight to the dome. A text drops him like it's nothing. Zephyr trying to fill things up. He's scurrying around, making all the noise in the world as well. Gives the perfect time for Okeanos to take that fight up, and Sato is already there, instantly on the scene of the crime. Rips off Mitch's head, plays it back with discipline.
Spike planted.
Leviatán, they realize they've got that advantage. No reason to give it up by overstepping themselves. Oxy still with a big ult. You can play more aggro with that showstopper available. It's all about this first shot coming his way though. That Prowler, the stun ricocheting, and the rocket goes wide. Sato is unleashed right now. On, vulnerable, stops him from really stepping past that mark, and King still that one-man army, holding strong in through the back. Needs to hold on to that elbow control. Really, there's no collective effort from Cloud9 to try and clear this guy out. They're just letting him reign supreme. Okeanos is through and out, swinging around, and this is an absolute nightmare situation for Cloud9, but still they batter their way through. Punch a hole in the defense. Leviatán, a retake crumbles just for now, but still, King, it's all about a game of timings, and he's just seeing it off to the side, clear into the corner. The shorty deals the damage, and the bullets raining down. Shorty in the hands of net will finally get the job done. And in through Almo, that's the next goal of things. Oxy putting his body onto the line. Vic having to trade it out though, but that stun is picture perfect. Sato wants to dominate it once more. Taking up control towards it, but tempering it for now. 3v3. Up close, Okeanos even finding one of his own. Net with his back towards it. Do they hard clear this? Tex looks like he's got his eyes set on towards it, but Zephyr is trying to hold him back for now. That is instantaneous sort of reactions. TP back to the side. It's a 1v1! And bullets through the wall. Vic, barely alive. He's biding his time. It's ticking away from them right now. Okeanos taps, trying to pull him out into the open. Vic, will he bite? Not just yet, as bullets flying forwards. Takes the swing, but into his own smoke. That's Shorty! Okeanos wants it up close and personal. Doesn't anticipate it. He's not going to clear this one. Just close to the corner, and there it is. Snapped to the side by Vic. Highlighted and claiming the kill. Okeanos is next to drop here. Sato, he's late to the party. We'll be able to trade this out necessarily. Net is making sure to contain and maintain that composure over towards A main.
A much better round for C9, and that's the difference that a little bit of quick mid-control can give you. In this round, Lev not fighting for it as well, which really helps. Cloud9 got it for free. But when Cloud9 haven't been going mid in any of the rounds, this is a very nice adjustment from Imi coming out of the tag timeout.
Yeah, and even that flashes the seas connection. Late King! He stands his ground anyway. Instantly dismisses him. That's that sharpshooter gone out of the fight. Cloud9 with a lack of firepower, but that's still Garden. There's a moment just to play in here, but the guns are going to be taken away anyway. Anchor smokes propped up. The ability to play in here, and Leviatán really ingraining themselves now. Dogs and Trailblazers being used to try and clear up a bit of a picture here. Leviatán's still swinging out wide. It's a bit messy in the end. Leaves it down to just Tex into that 1v2.
Spike planted.
Headhunters are available to him. Plants down, he knows where one of them is, but Mitch takes the swing perfectly. So 8-4. This connects, gets confirmation. Vic, though, you got a paranoid close in their faces and a swing through. This is a nice reclearance out by Cloud9. TP back. King was really just left to the wolves. Lev have been creeping their way up forwards past this A main point. But a crossfire setup here from Cloud9. They have that connector control. Vic's just looking for the right time to strike to push past potentially this smoke here. As soon as Zephyr takes it, yeah, it's a 3-2-1 and a swing forward push past it. And Cloud9 have got what they came for. Flawless round, but advantage that might be there. Bullets flying forwards, flash over the top. There's a connection, but it's a team blind. As anything still, it's Cloud9 that are in complete control of this one. They've got this one locked down out through mid, but Tex has found his opener. Zephyr's gone down out towards this B site and he's called for the team to try and back him up.
Tex is just waiting. Doesn't want to take too much space, but knew that all three of the players were in mid. Should have had that comm from the rest of his team. But plays with patience, securing the space. And now it's a pretty pure 3v3. And no flashes remaining for C9 on the retake.
Trailblazer clears out in through elbow now. Getting a move on now, scurrying forwards. Snakebite will slow down the approach. Cloud9 looking to try and take this one. Mitch, that was a solo fight, but he wins it out versus King anyway. Nice train to the sky here from Tex. He's trying to slip his way past this one, see if he can find that moment to strike. Mitch just baiting, stray shots going side to side. Vic even claims one of his own here, but Com is left to do it all. And from the top, surrounded, Paranoia swoops forwards. King has to be stationary. Vic is still active, fighting over this one, trying to at least see if his team can find a way back in through CT. King ends up winning that one out anyway. Still forwards anyway with the ults, but the steel garden overlapped. And a fight towards elbow is called for. Cloud9 overwhelming us with their presence. Plenty more where that came from. Might have these sound cues cut away, but they're going to be fading right back into it once more. And Com, you to really make a play here. It's that double face. Oxy putting his body onto the line to ensure that his team claims that round. Well, Trailblazer is going to be used to re-clear this one. It's a fast play towards B, but a sheer wall is going to be cutting up and dividing up. Sato will wait for the rest of his team. He's ISO'd onto the fight. Zephyr happy to capitalize off of that one. A nade sails forwards. Perfect timing on it. Just as that wall drops down, players and bodies trying to get themselves into the action and into the fray, but they are just going straight into the blender. Cloud9 got this one locked down entirely through that choke point. Okeanos can only do so much. Sato creeps forwards, but this is a bloodbath waiting to happen, and it is Vic who claims the first life. Mitch pops out towards the side, and Oxy wants his fair game and fair share of the bloodshed that's being laid down towards his mid angle. Still Okeanos is a lineman kick, and King is there alongside him. Helps him out.
They might have overfought that just a tad there, C9. Trying to take the fight a long time after the Paranoia had put pressure on those players. Good swing from King as well. And Oki has been playing well.
2v2 going straight into Zephyr. It's all about reaction times here. Pixel of an angle. Lays down the bullets. Doesn't play it, overplay it, at least with his life. And he needs to get the hell out of there. Being chased down here. Steps forwards even. Maybe potentially even getting it into that 1v1 now. Tex. Both players left guessing. Net. Sticking, already gaining himself half, going the full mile out wide.
But he's doubling up, quadrupling up in mid with the rest of the team.
Still gets the one. Just traded out here. This is fast now from Leviatán. They realize it. They've got a moment to strike. The time is now. Forwards is the play. Sees as well to really lock out Cloud9 and able to really step past this boundary. Snakebite is an extra level of it. Into the bodies. Potential blender occurring here, wide face in the end. Now Paranoia swoops forwards anyway, pushes them back, and the final bullet connects to the dome. Sato opened up potentially this A side, but Leviatán not willing to rush into anything. Exact same time of things, on in through the back, Prowler out to the side, the flash is good connection. Sato blind as anything, can't really stand his ground against it, and Oxy happy to supplement. Donated a choke point, nobody could cross past this. Leviatán, they had their chance and they've missed it. 1v2 here for Tex. Has the get out of jail card. As I say that, it's forced into that 1v1, but you got to think Net should be favored. Tex! A lot of bullets spraying down into these bodies, and with the curtain dropping, it's a double face in towards the corner. Vic is still there. TP, they're trying to evacuate. Paranoia, though, it's up into his face, and he knows it's tucked into the corner. TP's past each other. It's King who cleans him up. Turning, two players in for the main choke, waiting, biding his time. Mitch, it is picture perfect. Patience played to that perfection. And just like that, we see a mass evacuation. Okeanos has got the ult, wants to pivot over towards the B side. A lot of util though waiting for him. Will be received as a thorn at your feet, TP up towards heaven. Fast and loose is the way that this is being played by Lev now. They've got one player ingrained into mid. That is going to be King. Has to put a stop to it.
He's going to hear all of these footsteps. Does he want to try to take a time in? Pick off someone from the back.
Yeah, Cloud9 are playing this one together, making sure that they can try and trade each other out. Mitch just takes the fight anyway, straight up, wins it. Okeanos left on 10 HP. He'd need a miracle. He'd need it now, but it's not happening. Not anytime soon. To do it anyway. That's just a dry peak anyway. Overdrive popped off. Sato, he's taking matters into his own hands. He stunned himself up, and a rocket will take him out anyway.
Look at Com.
Disastrous here. Com trying to squeeze, but it's all disjointed in the end. Leviatán are crumbling. When the pressure mounts, it all becomes a little bit too much, and it's up to King, veteran presence on this team, to carve out a path to success.
They're so weak. Tex and King between them, with barely any health.
Losing track of the win cons in a moment here, and Oxy has that watchful eye, once more watching to see if he can put death blow after death blow, and with an ace to finish, this kid is back in action. Hey,
This is dangerous.
very dangerous. What util do they have? One flash is being held ready, but Net strikes first, strikes hard at it. He's got 2 kills already for it, and Seal Sato is going to be okay, being pushed from the side. Decides to just fully take up that control towards it. Oxy flips the side entirely. They know where Sato was last remaining. Of course, it's the Yori, could be anywhere, and they decide, okay, well, let's just get the hell out of A.
And Mitch also using the heal to make sure that Oxy is still at 100 health. Sato's going to have a hell of a task here winning a 1v3.
Yeah. Already plays towards him, Gate Crash. Cutting up the angles. That's going to be some uncertainty. Just seeing the top of the heads, and you see those sparks flying off. He's doing damage, that Sky Heal. Getting immense amounts of value out of it, aren't you?
So
Keeping
much
the Ray boss
value.
alive. Oxy still kicking, and in 1v3, Sato is running out of chances now. Touch close, trying to bait these players out into the open. He's got to know the rough positioning, but Mitch is the one to claim his life. This angle, unorthodox, really. Let's see how the clearance looks. It's a crouch and a peek into the side of it, and even that stun just off the side. Okeanos willing to help out.
But they're not overcommitting. Never giving them an opportunity to take this back into a 4v3.
Off the back of it. Okeanos just holding down control towards Gong there. Just holding down the angles as well. Flash through, and they pounce and they strike. Okay.
All right, off the damage that they've done, going back to see if they can pressure Com.
Oh, and there it is. Punish. 45 seconds left. What is the call here for Cloud9?
It is very patient from Mitch. We saw Cloud9 struggle a little bit, actually against Furia, with this kind of pace on Haven.
Okeanos just going for the solo reclear.
30 seconds, and Tex could ruin everything.
Yeah, he definitely could. He's close to the corner, but again, spotted out, I think, highlighted just from that dash in. King trying to help out, fill in the gaps potentially into the side as well with that paranoia on either side. Blind as anything. The call is made over towards the C site. Good mid-rounding here from Cloud9, recognizing the gaps. Zephyr now. Fox in the pen. It's a 2v3 here for Leviatán. Zephyr is just locked in on these angles. Not willing to give anything up.
Really
King's
good
turn
round
now. Yeah.
Seems very difficult for King to be able to do anything. They've got money to be able to contest the next round.
Yeah, I'd be very surprised. Just creeping around to the corner there is Vic and sidestepping. It's like a dance between the two of them. Going to gain a bit of pace here. As the Viper's Pit, though, is going to be choking out the retake. Tex.
That's spam.
Yeah, just straight onto Oxy. Still hard to chew through and already giving it up. This is a 4-player save from Leviatán.
4 players saving in a 4v4 when they had
wild. Out into the open. Oxy looking to jump onto the chance to see if he can get that kill. It chooses a different target entirely. It's a bait and switch setup and already to push forward to pressing the advantage. King, he's dropped. Only the one for his name. All the way in through the spawn is Oxy. How the hell are you going to remove in this guy now? He's going to be hearing it, the rumble of the footsteps, and really isolating these fights. Bladestorm still in hand. This guy is a menace right now. And able to clear him out. Dimensional Drift, even offloaded. Sato looking to try and use this one and get the most out of it, but it's just him and Okeanos. He exits early. It's a shorty straight to the body. Zephyr is gone and done and dusted, but Okeanos was separated. It was a solo fight that Sato took, disjointed from his partner. Okeanos is going to do it now alone. Spike still not down. Earns himself a chance with the overdrive, but just oversteps to the side. And this is part of it. It's going to be a backstab in the making. It's a little bit messy, but still gets the job done. Net jump spot with a peek, and Sato is way ahead of most of this one here. He knows he has to take a risk to try and play his team all the way back in, but with that shot fired off, gives Oxy the perfect timing to strike back.
30 seconds left.
Lev have got entirely the wrong read on what's going on. They stacked the C site as Net was crawling in. What a perfect lure.
Here it is, the wall's going to be looking to see if they can divide and conquer up most of the site onto that retake, but there's 3 players have to do it all against it. Lev have claimed at least the first. One barrier down, there's a second one removed, but now Second guessing themselves ever so slightly. King almost looking like he was trying to exit. Okeanos is gone, taken out in that double fire crossfire. Set up 3-2-1 and the swing to the side. It's a decent attempt by King. Deep control that Okeanos could be taking a peek forward, but it's being watched for Vic. Head deleted, straight off the shoulders. Even going for the re-peek on top of it, but Net may make sure to at least make him pay for it. And that peek, oh, the push out, Leviatán. They're scrambling for options here. Got a whole team bloody just fighting in mid right now, but they're being picked apart.
I mean, that is what you call desperation.
Still, Zephyr thinking he can take a timing there, just peeks off of all those sound cues that are coming his way. The dart, not quite broken, no one managing that one. Still the plant is down for him. It's a 2v2. Definitely winnable here for Leviatán, especially if they can ice on these fights out, but it's just going a little bit too whiffy. Holding down to it, sees the util. And try and see if he can play those angles perfectly now. He is locked in onto the side. First one found, second one's there. Oxy deleted out towards the back, and the rest of the team now flooding in. The guns are in their hands. Spray transfer from Zephyr. It's a last-ditch attempt and a flash forward. Desperation from Mitch to see if he can salvage a thrifty. I'm sure. There it is. It's gone now. Garage control. Tech steps up and leaping straight through the smoke. I mean, Oxy is happy to just light them up anyway. Head to found. Magnetic from him, and Net just slipping his way in through C.
Posted up so early, so ready for Leviatán to make the play. And a really nice acceleration piece there from C9. Great double kill. Plant secured. Net even has pit if they wanted to use it, but it's a 4v2. And they're very happy to play offsite with no smokes available for Lev. I guess they've got a neon wall to be able to work with. Well, no longer.
Sending to get themselves into the side here, but everybody off. One way in your face, Nanoswarm sailing over. Long-range artillery.
It's essentially impossible.
It is impossible. Doubled up, just seeing if they can find any sort of these targets. And Okeanos realizes time is of the essence. Pressing forwards, takes away two of them, but again, time ticking. It's up to Com. And now, time against him.
One enemy remaining.
Will ISO those fights into the end, but that is just consolation kills. Trying to hold his ground over towards the B side. He is that last line of defense, but the trip spotting him out. Trade is instantaneous though. Zephyr straight into it. And the pit drop down is looking like a stalwart defense to the side, if anything. Flood defense is called for. Lev send it forwards. Again with that paranoia. The Shockeys on top of it. They need to get some kills. There's random spam. Spraying and praying. Seeing if they can claim a head or two of these Cloud9 players. Back themselves around here. Looking for the wrap around. Flanking them potentially from one angle. Dart, gone, broken, shots in your face. Com is making all sorts of noise, just trying to make it feel like there's more bodies towards it. In for the back, but now Lev, they gotta get a move on, gotta make a move. Here and now, forwards again, these shorties and shotguns are just absolutely laying these players out. And now there's no more chances at all. The snake bite dropped. Com has to look in dismay as this is gonna be a 10-2 half.
Consolation kills for Com again. Control.
Here's a skirmish, isn't it? Oxy's there. And there is no dash procced, so won't be able to get the hell out of that one. Vic lays down that smoke, needs some help to try and get the hell out. There's bullets flying down at their backs. And Sada looking to put the pinch on as well. This is a fast play to pinch these Cloud9 players, and a lovely punish. Where they stand, there's a pistol round. That's where it starts for Leviatán.
They've been great in the pistols.
Really winning for themselves, to be honest, more than anything, to just prove that they can do it. Just around like this, you might as well make a go of things. Net, definitely doing a decent amount of damage with the swing coming through anyway, and Zephyr still has that dash available, now pops it, hearing it, scatters with the footsteps here, just can't get a clean fight going for him. Anchor Smoke is forwards in the face of it, but the vulnerability is just left disrespecting it. Net trying to fill in the gaps towards the back, but that spray of fire, Sato was able to answer it back immediately. It's a 3v2 now.
A late round hit, but the Lev duelists finding their moments.
What's the play for as well? Com immediately retreating. Was playing up onto side, but he realizes I can just checkmate them here. And now, guns out. Tex is just missing this few stray shots. Sato, barely any half to work with, but really, through CT. Very difficult for it, but they're trying to flood their way back in anyway. The Hunter's Fury is going to be coming in anyway. Delayed with it, but that paranoia is picture perfect. And with the Hunter's Fury on top, just sweeps and clears the way. Could have been dangerous. Cloud9 with a flood call does not go their way. The bodies are toppled at this point. It's just Oxy left with that operating. You're not looking to play a retake with that one. Across the board here now. How do you clear out the short angle? That's the issue. Spraying them down.
Oh, no way.
How have they found that? It's Mitch and Oxy. Gone in the blink of an eye.
That's
Where
astonishing.
the hell were those kills?
King went into heaven. He teleported into heaven.
And just like that, Pit dropped down. All issues, the thorn in their side. Leviatán. You mentioned it earlier, Josh. It is an avalanche at this point. You have 22 seconds left, and they are min-maxing orb. Saturn's going to have the dimensional drift for the next round.
Well, I said don't panic if Cloud9 win this round, but it's time to panic.
Yeah,
It's time to panic. That round, Lev had such an answer to Net's ultimate. They didn't see it. Okeanos is looking the wrong way.
Yep. Looking the complete wrong way. They don't notice. Backstab is lying in wait. Vic deleting at least 2 removed. Is it enough for Cloud9 to work with, though? That is the question. Stepping forwards again. This is aggro by Sato. Trying to flex his muscles. Not to be removed at all. Still standing his ground jump spot. Dash back and out. Still, it's players and putting their bodies onto the line to see if they can stand against it. This guy is unleashed. Is here Cloud9 awaiting in the sidelines. The bullet spraying him down here. The flash is dodged and Duke to avoid it for a moment. The paranoia even sweeping past. So Cloud9 have access now to the B side, but Sato's just getting silly with it. It's running and spraying them all down through the smoke. Trying to take a timing past this one again, but these bullets, that's the win con, that's the key difference. Cloud9 do not have the rifles to work with, and as soon as the smokes fade, so do their chances. See if there's any sort of pushback here. Stun, a little bit of a misplay there. Catching him onto it now, but that lockdown, there's an answer for it. It's a Hunter's Fury down into the ground, and that's going to be clearing and paving all the way for it. The feed is fully red now. Leviatán in control. And what have they not been on this half? It's been dominance. Let loose everything, why not? The war chest is opened wide. Sato with a dimensional drift from behind, and they have closed this one out. We are going to Lotus. What an extraordinary comeback! Next a little bit worried here. There's a fight taken towards the back of the spawn. Sato absorbing up a lot of that util, just forcing it out nice and early from Cloud9, but they're taking control of it with a nade rebounding. It's enough damage done. It just explodes his adversary. Tech's now trying to dominate one more position. An avenue over towards Waterfall. Goes back towards it. You can hear it, the rumble of the footsteps. Cloud9 are dead set on taking this site fast and loose potentially, but now tightening up. At least they're trying to take these fights together. The right click through the smoke, and Zephyr snapping to the side. Right behind him in tailwind here, so drops down. Oh my god, what a transfer! Players were barely there together. The bullets just landing perfectly where they needed to, and suddenly, just like this, Lev have found a way back in. It was dire straits. No one covering for this one for the plot, but Okeanos, he doesn't even need the cover.
He's covering himself.
Yep.
Couple of moments here where Lev
X is going to be pushing them back. There's only 20 seconds left for this one, and you look at the pivot. Oh my god, King. It's disgusting work. Paranoia forwards again. Net is getting the squeeze put onto him. His bullets just laying him out from the side. A heavy lick found, but there's 12 seconds left. You've got to get into the B side. There's no time left to really make a play here. Time dwindling. Going to get themselves in. Being surrounded here by Cloud9. Cloud9 willing to give them that space to at least get that plan down. An extension forward. They don't try and play it fast and loose, as is their motto. Sato receives it. It's the backstab. Takes out Vic. 40 seconds. Indecision could be spelling disaster out for you. Zephyr holding it down towards the back. Again, plenty of targets, but nobody stepping over that line. In for the choke point now, getting a bit of a move on, and Oxy will fall. Going down in a moment, but Zephyr still needs to be removing that counter spam. Again, it's picture perfect, but not expecting Net to just slip in through the back. Seeing the heads roll, and Com just finds that timing to strike back.
Crazy that they've managed to do that without any smokes on site as well. Okeanos was using them for the fake.
Weapons not too good in the hands of Mitch here. It's random stray shots and spam. It's an upgrade acquired. Vic is there. Plants down for Lev. Comes out of how these individual fights get taken. Sees, just sidestep, but Vic is there. Forwards again. Okeanos now left to do it in a 1v2. Now with a smoke propped up. Catches the first, there's 8 bullets left, not baited out, but Vic still claims his life. Use paranoia. It's good for a moment. Sato wants to step forwards. Mitch just denies him that chance. Forwards again, but that horn is immediately dealt with.
They can dismissed.
He could go for the pivot options here, but it's Cloud9. They have heavy stacked it all the way to the back of the side. It's the timing here. Okeanos trying to slip it around here, and he sees him up on top of the net. It's another 1v1 that he could be earning himself, but that pitch drop down, and now a showstopper in the hands of Oxy. It's just a one before Com trades him out. Net is forwards. Gliding again. King is just getting way too cheeky with it.
That movement is so nice.
Is holding it. Strong just backs it up and concedes a lot of this space. Now when he hears that, the showstopper going his way. Still, with the door open, there was an even fight to be taken. Oxy wasn't expecting it. Backs himself out, the pit's going to be dropping. Lev, they have access towards it, but with 19 seconds left, it's a tight window and a tight margins. Still the fight's taken forwards again, together the discipline reigning for Lev. They're trying to make the most of it now, and Okeanos is holding his own. Perfect for him. Mitch, so close to walking into it. Paranoia is good. Close quarters, trying to take that fight towards it again, but finally going to be removed away from that angle. Vic is forwards, has to deal with that horn first. But he's got a whole lot more coming for him. It's a good adjustment in the end to at least take out Com, but the trade was always in sight.
Good thorns from Tex. Pushes back net, allows him to double up with Zephyr though. They can play the 2v1.
Tex. He's won clutches like this before, even in this series. 1v2. Just needs that first one, but he misses the timing onto it, but still strikes anyway. Whipping his way around to the side, he's getting the info necessary. Zephyr, it's a tap. The thorns dead, and Zephyr just holds his nerve.
Now though, you're just kind of giving yourself only the loser's bonus.
Is anything! Zephyr with the rightful player. It's a sheriff in the hands of Oxy. Can't do a lot from that spot. Vic, just a paranoia and a disengage out. Lev taking good ground over towards B, but now King is an important fight to win. Just leaping straight into the fight. Net rips the head clean off Com. Now has to worry about it, the potential of that flank. Clearing up a lot of that space. It's him and Okeanos essentially separated into this one.
They have double Prowler, Haunts to be able to clear a lot of this space, but this timing.
Oh, the flank timing is everything here, but it's all about whether or not Com can push them off and away for long enough for this backstab to pay off. Okeanos' full knife out now. The weapon is primed and ready. It's a tap and a smoke into the face as well, but he lays claim to the life anyway. Okeanos reveals a bound. Okeanos at 4. And just one to stand. It's Mitch against it. Trying to force his fights out, but with time ticking against him, it's not in his favor. No waste today, not right now, but it's a round. Another one added up to the tally. Leviatán do so.
Yeah, Steel Garden. Oxy might get a showstopper midway through.
Planting for Mao Nets. Beautiful pick. Okeanos dropped.
That's the danger player gone.
Yeah, and here's that Steel Garden now. It's going to be clearing out just the entirety here forward. Sato doesn't know which to switch into. He had knife out into the shorty, but he's going to be gone anyway. Drifting away, Tex. Trying to at least offset it with the movement, trying to stay alive, but his flood attempt by Cloud9 should just not be denied whatsoever. Decent go from Com. Contacting up as soon as his curtain drops. Could get bloody, could get dangerous. Here's that showstopper, and here's a surprise! An absolute explosion. The satchel towards the end, though. Okeanos is still alive. No real pushback alongside it. Cloud9 falling like a house of cards here.
Is Mitch wanting to go for a refight? Yeah, they've got all three
players.
players.
Fading. The bodies are stacked up here. Cloud9 are really trying to fight over this again. 2 for Nail. Just holding down these angles, and this line of sight is still left into that 1v2. Okeanos
taking a lot of this space.
And here in the bodies now, Oxy's ready. It's a classic, primed and ready, potentially able to right clicks as well, but it needs to be tight and controlled. Vic just claims the one before he backs out, but again, he's going to be feeling that pressure and already dominates up to the angle. They're losing control of this one steadily. Lev dissecting most of this side away, ripping away the chances, and for Mitch, comes out of desperation. Last-ditch effort, shots into the dark, nailing the one, but King has full faith in the rookie sideline next to him. Sato is everything right now. Stepping forwards again with that stinger. So Okeanos forwards again, Outlaw over the shoulder. Dynamic duo that they are. Could be more of them, but just a haunt, door, flip switch to now waiting for it. Sato's immediately there with a return of the fire. His discipline has been picture perfect, really. All game long, Leviatán have been so good at just playing the trades off of one another.
And there's no way there's even enough time. I mean, Mitch was just supposed to be a distraction on the other side of the map. The gambits failed utterly for C9.
This just could be the first nail in the coffin, sending Cloud9 down into the lowers. A move on. Mitch, Plant, being stuck now, and now the Paranoia's being sent forwards along with that showstopper here. Clearing into the corner, didn't clear it behind the pillar. Cloud9 trying to hold on with everything they've got, but still it's not enough. The flood of bodies out. Leviatán have got this one, but Zephyr's trying to work magic once more. Maneuvering, trying to ice the fights out. Ran himself into it, but he's got to hear this one as well. Skipping around, King gets the info necessary. Okeanos now onto that spike, just trying to stick it to half, while King finishes the job. Drop, he's feeling it. Hear it with a scurry of the footsteps, but he's way out to the open to util. This is aggressive by Zephyr. Takes a side by Storm. 2 players dropping and a bit of min-maxing towards the end means that they're going to have that showstopper in for the next. Lev, no reason not to make a play for this one, but Mitch should be able to seal in the gaps. Ensure that there is no funny business to occur. With every kill, every toppled player, Cloud9 stay alive a little bit longer. Waited out, Cloud9 looking to try and take this one further. That's a showstopper, goddamn! Oxy, there's no slowing down. Taking it by brute force now and trying to fight forwards once more. Sato! He's answered back. Potentially a bit of overheating there, but he's done the damage now. It's a 2v2.
Tags only coming into this one with a classic.
Kings out into the open. Steady with the aim, eventually tapping down that IGL on the opposite side of things, but Tex has picked up the gun now. In a 1v2, Cloud9 cannot let this one slip. Doubled up towards Tree now. Weak enough player, Vic's taking contact. Holds his ground, he needs some help from the rest of his team now up through and towards Heaven. To Paranoid, it sweeps, but it just ends up missing. Com is there still, Garden now offloaded. It's an abundance of your ults and a util, and really all needs to come to fruition now for Cloud9. It can't be wasted effort or wasted breath. They want to fight forwards again, second guessing themselves. What is the next stage of the play? Fight to be taken again into pit. Blind is good. Leaping forwards again. Is it Cloud9 over fighting? Potentially not. And they have just dominated that high ground position. Tex left to do it again in a 1v2.
That's a weird angle.
Not ready to really take this one here, but forwards and sharp is the aim by Oxy. It's popped off in through into Tree. That's a full stick and a full committal as well. Okeanos is forwards again. Vic, he earns himself one. Okeanos has got to do it all, but Net being on that cleanup. Zephyr lying in wait. Strikes where it hurts the most there. This is Cloud9 now bringing it up level. Unless Tex can pull off another miracle, but he's always being pressed into these unwinnable spots. As for it now, but that Odin spam supplementary in nature. Com is looking for a few targets and there's damage done through the walls. This is Lev. It's an all-in from them. It's a 4v4 into their retake. Stalled out by the util.
Lev's buy is going to be shocking if they don't win this.
And it's a must-win to get them up to 12. Either way you slice it, it's going to be the winning play for a potential team here. Vic and Mitch dominating their positions. A snakebite, just a cherry on top. And Okeanos, it's flashy, but too many targets to ISO, too many to hunt out. He's found himself two, but no more past it. Cloud9.
Net taps the door.
Sato's so pushed up forwards. There's only the Bulldog in his hands, and he is hard committed. There's no escape from that one here. Slipping, backing away. Okeanos, the rightful player, is gone. And Com, just with the stinger in hand, complete 180 in a turnaround here. Com is just trying to divide it. At least attract as much of their attention as possible. Claim a few kills for it, potentially there, but a satchel just dislodges him. And Lev have got to do it now with just Tex and King, but they can only do so much. King the IGL will fall, and Cloud9 pull off the impossible.